This is PKF Texas, the Entrepreneur's Playbook. I'm Jen Lemansky, and I'm back again with Danielle Supkis Cheek, a director and one of the faces of our PKF Texas Consulting team. Danielle, welcome back to the Playbook.
Always happy to be here.
So we've had a few other directors in here talking about lease accounting, and I know the standards have changed a little bit since the last time we had, I think it was Chris Hatton was here. Can you give us a little bit of overview about what's happened with the delayed lease accounting standards?
Yeah, sure. The AICPA's Technical Issues Committee actually wrote an unsolicited letter to the FASB requesting an extension related to, it was really mainly tied to that we have a lot going on with the revenue recognition implementation that I think we've talked about in the past. And then adding it to the leases can change your balance sheet a lot, and I think we've had lots of people on talking about the implication to your balance sheet of the actual standard that it can impact your covenants or various ratio analysis. So we wrote the letter. I'm the current chair. I wasn't the chair when we wrote the letter, and we requested the extension. FASB actually took that as we should consider a delayed adoption date for 2 years for most standards for private companies. So you're going to start seeing where public companies go, and then 2 years later, private companies are going to go. So they're going to get a little bit more time to learn those lessons from public companies, to start having software vendors, having the time to implement various softwares. There's a ton of lease accounting software out there.
Oh, good.
We've subscribed to a service to allow our clients to have access to a lease accounting software.
Perfect.
So what we're recommending to our clients is, don't just take this as a delay for the sake of delay and delay starting. Use this 1 year.
Start it now.
Start now. Use the time to do what you would have ideally liked to do if you didn't also have to do revenue at the same time. And start anticipating what those impacts are going to be your balance sheet. Start doing the calculations. Start looking for, one of the biggie trick areas is embedded leases. So if you have a service contract that has a hardware component that comes with it, you technically have an embedded lease. You have to start finding those. And then just start the process. Identify the population of leases. Contact us to get into our software. Start getting through the actual work to find out what these are going to do. There's a couple other private company alternatives. And honestly, I think more are going to be coming. We've provided a list to the FASB of certain areas that we think are a little too complex, that don't give the users any meaningful information, and so they've been pretty receptive. So hopefully in the next year or so, we'll see some more simplifications coming out that makes it a little bit easier, but the big takeaway is start now. Don't just wait for the next year.
Just because it's delayed doesn't mean you should delay your action.
Correct, yeah.
Perfect. Well, we'll get you back as those standards start coming out a little bit more.
Sounds great.
For more information about this, visit pkftexas.com. This has been another Thought Leader production brought to you by PKF Texas, the Entrepreneur's Playbook. Tune in next week for another chapter.